Hey, and welcome back to my channel. I haven't been making videos for the past 3 weeks. I basically took a 3 week break, but I'm slowly starting to make a comeback on my channel. So I will be doing the videos. It won't be on the same schedule like I was before I left YouTube, but the videos will be on my channel. Not at the same rate or the same time, but they will be on there. I'm starting to get back into the groove of YouTube. So I haven't done a video in a while. I did a video stating that I was back, but I haven't. This is my first official wrestling review since I've been gone for almost a month, you might as well say. So it's my SmackDown review. It was live from Denver, Colorado. It's for 7/13/2012. Right now it's 10:44 p.m. and I know most people like it's Wednesday and it doesn't make any sense to do a SmackDown review because in 2 more days I might have to do another one, but I decided to do it anyway because I wanted to keep my subscribers happy. While I was gone, I gained 2 subscribers and then I lost one, but it's okay. Hopefully I'll gain more. After this, I will be doing a Raw review, and then tomorrow I will be doing a Superstars review, and then Friday I will do a TNA and SmackDown review. Over the weekend I may do a Raw predictions video. Then next week I'll do the Raw review, TNA, Superstars review, SmackDown review, like I used to. It's not gonna be on the same time. Time flies. So anyway, back to the SmackDown review. Zack Ryder won the Battle Royal match. I haven't watched wrestling in the past 3 weeks since I've been gone on YouTube, so I'm not sure what happened in 3 weeks. I'm catching up on it. Zack Ryder won the Battle Royal. He was able to eliminate Kane. He became general manager of SmackDown. It was a pretty good SmackDown. It was nice to see Zack Ryder get a push. I would have been nice for him to win the Money in the Bank, but I'm glad Dolph Ziggler won anyway. Dolph Ziggler needed a push, so he could be successful with that. Either way, I'm happy. But Zack Ryder, he has the fan base. He just doesn't go anywhere with it. Like, I remember when he was an Edgehead. I liked him more as an Edgehead than I do now for some reason. A bit all over the place. I don't know if it's his wrestling moves or what. He has all the fans. He just isn't big. I mean, he should be way bigger than the way he is, but I don't know. We have to see what the future holds for him. But I'm glad he was general manager of SmackDown, and I'm just waiting for Randy Orton to return. Really, no, he's suspended for 60 days. I'm not sure when. I'll have to check the video I did on when Randy Orton got suspended. I have to check the date because it should his maybe he has like 2 or 3 weeks left. I want to believe. I don't know. I'll have to check the date on that. So anyway, Zack Ryder opens the show, and Del Rio comes out. Basically, he doesn't call it SmackDown. He calls it ZackDown. And Zack Ryder announces that he has an opponent, especially who really wants to fight, Alberto Del Rio. Sin Cara comes out. It was a good match. I liked it. It was out of the whole SmackDown. that was probably was my favorite match out of all of it. That's all that happened. Well, that's not all that happened, but it was a good match. They were all over the place. And normally the red and yellow lights that Sin Cara has during the match are annoying, but for some reason I liked it the way it made the ring look during the match this time around. I like the way it added, like, I don't know, I just like the way the um the lights made the ring look. It looked nice. It was all over the place. Unbreaker. But anytime Sin Cara's in a match, it's just going to be a good match. So, what can you say about that? But Sin Cara loses to Del Rio with the armbreaker. His patented move, the armbreaker. It was a good match, but it would have been nice to see Sin Cara win the match, but he didn't. So, hey, what can you do about it? But it was an impressive match. I mean, Del Rio has really been stepping up ever since he came back from that concussion about a month ago, I want to believe. And Sin Cara's good. He just returned about 2 months ago, so Sin Cara's doing good. They're both doing good. And then they show the camera cuts backstage, and they show a video of the Khali and Big Show talking backstage, and that basically sets up the match that's going to happen later on that night, which you shouldn't get all worked up for, because the hype for the match was overrated. The match was overrated. And then we had Prime Time. They're pretty talented and young. They could be big. They work together good. They just need to lose their manager AW. He isn't really helping them. They could be successful. They could be good as R-Truth and Kofi Kingston. But I would say they're about 80% there. 20% more into their wrestling abilities. And they could be a good tag team. They went against Primo and Apico. Well, actually it was a singles match. It was actually Darren Young versus Primo, with Titus O'Neil on the side and Epico on the side. And Primo was able to pull off the win because AJ costed Darren Young the match. This is the first time he does this. He also does it on Raw, but you have to watch my Raw review in order to see that. And then they show another video backstage of Zack, Sheamus, and Jericho backstage. Another video to hype up the matches for later on. Jericho basically said that he just came to the arena just to see Zack Ryder screw up Zack down, but he finds himself getting into a match with Sheamus. So that match was set to happen a little later. And then we had a tag team action. We had Christian. Christian's been doing pretty good. And Santino. They both are still champions, so obviously they're doing something right. Versus Ziggler and Cody Rhodes. Ziggler is impressive during the match. Like he always has been, really, but that's why he won the Money in the Bank match, so he has to get skills. And I think that he could be even greater if he separates from Vicky Guerrero, but who knows if that will happen or not. And Ziggler was able to pull off the win against Santino and Christian. I don't have anything written on the back. Then they showed the Raw rebound with AJ slapping not only CM Punk but Daniel Bryan. was the low triangle, which I've been saying on my wrestling reviews for 3 months. And then we have, this was probably the most overrated match ever. The Big Show versus Great Khali. I thought this was going to be like a 10 to 15 minute match, but it wasn't. Big Show does a body slap on Khali. Khali does 2 on the Big Show. And then the Big Show knocks out the Great Khali with 1 punch. That super punch knocks Great Khali out. He's done for. 1, 2, 3. It was over. The match was over in 3 minutes. Then we have Ryback versus Tyler Rex, which is a squash match. It's good because Ryback is facing real opponents now, not people off the streets, but Ryback is good. He just, I don't know. He doesn't need a push because he has all the hype from the crowd behind him. He needs some, yeah, he's facing real WWE superstars now, but he should be facing people like The Big Show and Sheamus, people along those lines. CM Punk, John Cena. Those are the type of people he should be facing, not people that are on superstars. Who is it? Hold up. I got him in my book bag.
The ones that you rented?
Uh-huh.
Because they had to set that to reset my
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Norton is okay. Let me see, what was I on? Yeah, Ryback. Ryback needs to face real opponents. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, he needs real opponents like CM Punk, Sheamus, Randy Orton when he comes back, The Big Show, people along those lines. And then we had Damien Sandow versus Justin Gabriels. I haven't watched. It's nice to see the superstars. People are getting a chance, like Zack Ryder and Tyler Rex and Heath Slater. But Damien Sandow reminds me of Chris Masters. Like his whole entrance reminds me of Chris Masters. Sandow, yeah, Sandow reminds. I'm not mixed the name up, but Sandow, like his entrance, the whole road thing. It reminds me of Chris Masters, but he was released from the WWE a year ago, like seven other superstars. And Gabriel's needs to push. He used to be good last year around this time, but after he got injured, he kind of fell off a little bit. And I didn't even write down who won. I'm gonna go with Sandow won. I don't really like his wrestling style. It's just I don't like his character. It's nothing to really grasp on. Like, you don't really know who he is. He just comes out, gets mad, and like beats the person up and just leaves. Like, he doesn't leave you with an impression. And then we have Sheamus versus Chris Jericho, the main event for SmackDown. Jericho's been impressive since he came back from suspension. I I don't like Jericho all the way. I liked him back in 2009 when Raw was still good, before PG era. Um, I kind of like him, not really as much. It was a good match, 15-minute match. Um, but Sheamus was able to pull off the win against Jericho with the bro kick. It was a good bro kick. Knocked him out. 1, 2, 3, done. While Sheamus is walking up the ramp to go backstage, Alberto Del Rio entrance music plays. With the distraction, normally he comes out with the car on the right side where there's a curtain. They pull it back and his car comes out. Ricardo Rodriguez was riding out in he had a white Lambo Gallardo 2-door, rolled out. While he was looking that way, Del Rio came from the curtain where the normal superstars come out and attacks Sheamus from behind and gives him an arm breaker while he's hanging off the stage, which happened. It's like deja vu, almost. It happened a month ago. The same thing happened a month ago. He gives Sheamus an arm breaker off the stage. He's hanging off the stage. And then the show goes off. It's a good show. Zack Ryder was a good general manager. I liked the show. It could have, guess, had a little more action, but it was still a good show. And my rate out of 10 is a 9.3. I think Sin Cara should have won the match. That would have bring it to a 9.5. And there was no Bros Clay. That would have brought it to a 9.7. But I gave it a 9.3. It was okay, but it could have been a little more. Could have had a little bit more spunk to it. But it is what it is. So, if you like this video, you can like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Leave a comment. Check out my channel. Make sure you subscribe. Like I said, after this I will be doing my Raw review. And later on this week, by the end of this week, I will have a TNA, Superstars, and another SmackDown review up. All this before Saturday. So, I have to come back. Finally back. I made a return. So, you have to check out my channel. And if you're already subscribed to me, thank you. And if you haven't, you just have to hit the button up top.